If you're a Twitter user who, like me, has become exasperated by the racism, homophobia, sexism, and conspiracy theories that are now dominating the feeds over there, alongside the idolisation of power-hungry men who now dominate that space, then why don't you do what I've done this morning and give the new Bluesky app a try instead? You can find me over there as Arthur Wares, which is the same as my handle on all of my social media accounts.
Huh?
What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Micca, and we're back for another Red Cup Talks because once we have the Red Cup, we're about to spill some truth. And here's another episode of Lefties Losing It, okay? Because they have decided that they were just going to do a mass exodus. Yes, they have all left Twitter, X, all right? They left Twitter and X earlier in the week. Don Lemon, he decided that he was going to go and make a whole video about leaving Twitter. Well, everybody must have got on a mission and followed because now they're leaving for greener pastures and blue skies. Literally, that's the name of the app. Here we go.
If you're a Twitter user who, like me, has become exasperated by the racism, homophobia, sexism, and conspiracy theories that are now dominating the feeds over there, alongside the idolisation of power-hungry men who now dominate that space, then why don't you do what I've done this morning and give the new Bluesky app a try instead? You can find me over there as Arthur Wares, which is the same as my handle on all of my social media accounts.
So Bluesky just hit 15 million users. If you aren't familiar, Bluesky is basically the world's answer to Twitter, or so it seems. And this is coming after Twitter is seeing like a ton of users just end up leaving the platform. Also, a skinny girl treat. I think it's really interesting because Bluesky, kind of like Mastodon, they're both decentralized social media, right? I think social media is just in such an interesting time right now, and I think so many people are craving the community that Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, once had.
I don't know about y'all, but I am closing my Twitter account. I refuse to continue to contribute to that man. I don't want no parts, especially after the fiasco that has gone down the past week. So there's this new app called Bluesky. It's very similar to the old Twitter, but a little bit better because there's no bots. So I'm going to plug my information down below, and I would want everybody to comment their ads as soon as they make an account, or if you already have an account, just comment below. I'll follow you back. And yeah, I would rather us move over to that app and just leave Twitter behind because it's in the gutter.
Remember when Twitter was civilized and not run by that man? But unfortunately, it is what it is. So everybody go ahead and follow me on Bluesky because that's where we going to be at.
Social media site Bluesky says it has seen 1 million new users since the presidential election. Some of the converts say that they want an alternative to X, of course, formerly Twitter, as its owner, Elon Musk, is poised to join the Trump administration. News Nation's Ryan Bass joins us with more. So, Ryan, what exactly is Bluesky, and who's jumping the X ship?
Marky, it kind of feels like the early days of Twitter, if you will. And it's honestly pretty similar. It's got a lot of the same search functions, a lot of the same features and layout, but a lot of people are deciding to migrate over there, especially becoming a safe space of sorts for left-leaning celebrities, some journalists, and those that have been turned off by X's political leanings and divisiveness, especially around the presidential election.
All right. So you guys just saw that. So you see that the liberals, the lefties, they're all going over there, okay? They're going to Blue Skies. And apparently, since the election, 1 million people have gone over there. So now they have a total, I guess, of 15 million people. Elon reportedly has about 600 million on X. So, it's not an existential threat. The gentleman that founded Twitter also founded this site, okay? So if that wasn't crazy enough, we talked about Don Lemon leaving X. Well, now all the rest of his lefty friends are following him. Watch this.
Guys, so today I finally did something I've been meaning to do for a while. And the reason for doing it and kissing goodbye my 1.9 million followers over there is because I hadn't been posting for a long time. I just didn't want to contribute content once it was purchased by its present owner. But just having it there, I was only holding on to it because I, really didn't want someone trying to take over that name and using it for nefarious purposes. I was a little bit worried about that. And also every so often I would use it to just like sort of look at news that was trending and what's happening. And I would just sort of use it as like an aggregator. But I just realized that's not really worth it, because in order to like do the news aggregation and just look at all, you have to wade through a lot of dreck and a lot of just abuse and a lot of just negativity, and it's just not worth it. And, I think that when you sort of prioritize this, this idea of like follower count and these, it's become like a modern kind of, testament to your worth. And it really isn't, it's just about the quality of the interactions that you have and the communication that you have and what you can provide, the content that you feel like you can provide that's helpful. I think it's going to shock a lot of people who either didn't vote for this at all because they voted for Vice President Harris to be president, or did vote for it not realizing what they were actually getting, what they actually bought. Because what you actually purchased if you voted for the person who's about to be president is probably not at all what you were expecting. And so there's a lot that's going to happen, and a lot of things that just don't even sort of sit right or seem possible in America. And so I think that's the kind of value that I can add. And it isn't even about personalities or party. It's really about what is happening, what you're seeing, and how that affects you. So hopefully that'll be helpful. And I appreciate you guys. And you know what? I feel a weight lifted off of my shoulders and my soul, not being on, just not even having the app anymore. It's just like deleted out of my phone, and it feels so good.
All right, so you just saw that. You saw Joy Reid go off on a tangent about why she left X and how she can breathe now. It's a sigh of relief. I don't know why people take social media this seriously, but apparently they do. So she left for bluer skies. And so now she's over there at Blue Sky and TikTok and all this other stuff. So good luck, Joy, along with Don Lemon. Now, if that wasn't enough, guess who else has left X because of the misogyny and racism as she always talks about? Here we go.
I did notice yesterday that you are no longer on Twitter or X or whatever it is.
Yeah, I'm not.
You've kind of you figured out a while ago, you said to me that Twitter is not real life.
It's not real life because, I did some research and it's like only 20% of Americans are on it.
Mm-hmm.
And out of the 20%, 80% are the loudest. And
Mm-hmm.
it really consists of a lot of racism and misogyny. And once Elon Musk took it over, I feel like he ruined it. Like Black Twitter was a thing that I loved. And it was sort of replaced, I think it's something like 4,000% with misogyny and racism. And while I don't read the comments, my team does.
Mm-hmm.
And they were talking about like the death threats that I was getting like all this like just horrible stuff. And I think that Elon Musk, I don't want to be affiliated with anything that he owns. I'm not going to buy a Tesla. I'm not going to buy Tesla stock. I felt, in a way, I felt like it was a patriotic thing to do, to just get rid of that.
All right, so you just saw Sunny sit there and say that she got rid of X. She's not buying Tesla stock. She's not going to buy a Tesla. And she just thought it was very patriotic just to get rid of X altogether because there's no Black Twitter and it's just so misogynist and racist. These people. Like, you can't make this stuff up. I'm telling you, you cannot make this stuff up. So the new place is Blue Skies. I don't know how long this app is going to last because you know how it is. They did this with Threads, right? They were like, Instagram is done because Meta does do, a lot of censoring. But they were like, Instagram is done. And they're back. So we shall see how long this takes before they're back to X/Twitter. But I could be wrong. So get down in the comments and let me know what you guys think about Blue Sky. That's the name of the app. It has a cute little butterfly. All right. Let me know what you guys think about Blue Sky. And let me know what you guys think about Don Lemon leaving X. What you guys think about Joy Reid leaving X. And let me know what you think about Sunny Hostin saying that she left too because she just doesn't like the misogyny over there. And let me know what you think about just all of the users that wanted to flee, the very liberal ones that just wanted to flee and go over to Blue Sky. Let me know what you guys think about it, okay? It's your girl, Micca. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm out. Peace.